What's going on, you guys? So, looks like Canelo Alvarez isn't fighting Ryota Murata. Bob Arum confirmed it, that he's not fighting Ryota Murata. So it's looking like it's probably Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith. And Dazn comes out and says that Demetrius Andrade just isn't popular enough or isn't big enough to face Canelo. I think that's a smack in the face, considering that Canelo Alvarez fought a guy like Rocky Fielding. So you mean tell me Rocky Fielding is big enough? You know what I'm saying? Sergey Kovalev isn't necessarily the biggest name in boxing. Danny Jacobs isn't necessarily one of the big names in boxing. Callum Smith, who? Billy Joe, who? You know what I'm saying? So when guys come on here and say things like, well, Demetrius Andrade, nobody knows who he fought. Well, that's a lot of the guys that Canelo fought recently. What have they done? Now, Danny Jacobs, he did put in some work. I give Danny Jacobs did deserve a Canelo fight. You know, he fought Golovkin. He fought all the tough guys leading up to the Canelo Alvarez fight. He fought all the undefeated guys that was just trap fights. Danny Jacobs, he put in his work, okay? But a lot of dudes just don't. It's just a situation to where, like, why do we care here in America about Canelo fighting Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I think I'm getting sick, man. It's like a flu going around. I think I'm getting sick, man. But I'm still gonna be pushing out this shit, even though I'm sick. But yeah, Billy Joe Saunders, man. I don't know. There's a possibility that he may end up fighting Andrade for the second time. You know, the first time we all know how it went down. He tested positive for oxyfrene, for some nasal spray, quote unquote, and then, you know, Andrade wanted the rematch. Billy Joe Saunders never entertained it. So Demetrius Andrade, pretty much what he's going to have to do, if there isn't some type of weird restraining order or some shit, he going to have to show up at these fights. These Canelo Alvarez fights, when he's fighting at T-Mobile Arena, whoever he's going to be fighting, whether it's Callum or Billy, he needs to go over there and let it be known. You know, he needs to go out there and disrespect Canelo Alvarez publicly in front of everybody. He's going to have to go out and do that, because the zone ain't going to push for Canelo to fight Demetrius Andrade. They know there's a high probability that Demetrius Andrade can really, really hurt their product in Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? And they don't see Demetrius Andrade having that much juice to carry the zone on his back like Canelo Alvarez possibly could. You know, but the problem with this is when you put all your eggs in one basket, meaning Canelo Alvarez, there's a high probability for some shit like this to happen. So let's just say Callum Smith decides to go out there. If he gets to fight, he goes out there. He got all kinds of rehydrations and stipulations on it because he's like a 6'3" guy. Even though he looked bad his last fight, he looked like shit. He actually lost his last fight against John Ryder. But let's just say he shows up for the Canelo fight, even though Canelo put all kinds of stipulations and rehydrations on him. He shows up and he actually beats Canelo Alvarez's ass in America and in a lot of people's eyes. Now, mind you, a lot of people in America don't even know who Callum Smith is at all. I don't even know if Callum Smith ever fought here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if he has enough juice in the UK for 10,000 people to come over here from the UK to support him all the way to the middle of Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say that happens. Then what? You know what I'm saying? Let's just say Callum Smith goes out there and shows up against Canelo Alvarez, makes it a real, real good fight, damn near beats him, but then Canelo Alvarez gets a bogus decision. That's going to hurt their brand a lot more. They shouldn't put all their eggs in one basket dealing with Canelo Alvarez, man. Canelo Alvarez isn't going to take the best fights. It's not going to happen. They just thought that since he was the man at HBO, you know, they thought that he's probably one of the more popular fighters in boxing today. They thought they can just put a big old bag in front of him and then, you know, things are going to work out. But they finding out they finding out right now that shit ain't working out like they thought. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, they found out shit ain't working out like they thought. Canelo Alvarez ain't moving the needle like that. Ain't nobody here checking for Canelo like that, bro. Let's be honest. Who's checking for Canelo, man? I'm working with a Mexican guy right now. He don't even like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He see the bullshit. He's like more of a casual box fan. He's more of an MMA guy. And he don't Canelo Alvarez be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, motherfuckers ain't checking for Oscar De La Hoya. Now, he was a real one. Despite the shit that he did outside the ring, Oscar De La Hoya, he was a real star in America. You know, he had the Mexicans supporting him. He had the Mexican Americans supporting him. Some black folks supporting him because we liked the way he fought. You know, he fought every damn body. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, I didn't like that style. He fought the Pernell Whitakers, the slippery dudes, the big strong punchers, the technical wizards like Bernard Hopkins. He fought these guys. So I find it strange that Oscar De La Hoya, maybe it's not necessarily him that's holding back these fights, but then again, he is a boxing guy, so he knows if Canelo Alvarez will go out there and lose to a certain guy like Demetrius Andrade. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? But I just find it strange that considering who Oscar was as a fighter, whether you love him or hate him, Oscar De La Hoya fought he fought people. He was the star of the sport, and he still fought people. Bad matchups, the styles that would probably give him trouble. He still fought these people, man. He still fought these fucking people, bro. But Canelo Alvarez, he's going to dodge guys like Demetrius Andrade. He's not going to give Jamal Charlo what he wants. Jamal Charlo wanted $20 million. And if Jamal Charlo actually come out and tell people what really happened, what's going on, it'll be easier to defend his case. Because it could have been something to where, you know, they offered him 15, he won 20. Because really, you know, going into a Canelo Alvarez fight, there's a high probability that you're pretty much going to lose, whether it's by decision or some type of rehydration, some type of stipulations. It's a lot that comes with Canelo Alvarez, so he wanted to be paid for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to defend his case right now because he's not saying that, so I'm gonna leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's on another planet right now on vacation. He don't know what's going on here on planet Earth right now, but by him fighting a Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders over a Demetrius Andrade here in America, that fight should be in the UK if anything. But fighting here in America, come on, bro. Like, who really gives a fuck? Who they be like, who are these dudes? You know what I'm saying? Your average casual American boxing fan, my mama's a casual fan. We talk boxing all the time. You know what I'm saying? She don't know all the shit that we know, but she knows what she sees. You know what I'm saying? She always used to order the pay-per-views back in the day when I was a kid and shit. You know what I'm saying? She liked the big fights. And she likes J-Rock too, that's her guy, but she's pretty upset with him because he lost like that. But she ain't checking for no damn Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fighting no damn body. Not to say those guys are bums. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, he's hot and cold, and Callum Smith, he looked at like he may want to move up to 175. You know what I'm saying? He looked at real bad against John Ryder. John Ryder was a poor man's Canelo Alvarez, if you ask me. His style reminds me of a Canelo Alvarez. It's kind of same kind of style. It's a poor man's version. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I already know what's going to happen. You Canelo fans, man. I was a Canelo fan too, man. Go check the fucking history. But that Kovalev fight, like I said, left a sour taste in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a lot of bullshit that comes with Canelo, bro. He's supposed to be the guy that's carrying boxing on his back, showing all these other fighters how it's done. You know what I'm saying? But he can never go out there. You see what it is, people? If Canelo Alvarez was the guy that can actually go out there and beat some of these dudes, I'm talking about beat them. I'm talking about knock them out, you know, stop them, beat them, thoroughly beat them, dominate them. Then it would be a different story. But they know, his handlers know that he's not capable of really beating a lot of these guys. So that's why there's always these rehydrations and stipulations and shit. It's just some bullshit, man. But really, Demetrius Andrade been calling for a fight for Canelo Alvarez for years. He called him a B word and all types of other stuff. But really what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to pull an Adesanya Lara 2.0 on him. He's going to have to pull up at these fights, at these press conferences, and and if there's some type of restrainer order on him, whatever the fuck case may be, he might want to go out there and really make Canelo look like a punk in the public, you know what I'm saying, in front of everybody, in front of Dazn. You know what I'm saying? Against anybody's wishes. He got to do what he got to do to go get that fight. You know what I'm saying? He got to pull an Adesanya Lara. You know, that's just what it is, man. Canelo Alvarez, though, is rumored to be having an option between Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders. Which one do you want to see? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.